Hello. Today we are going to explore how Powertools for AWS Lambda can ease and simplify the creation of AI agents on AWS. An agent is an autonomous software system that uses AI to reason, plan, and complete tasks for humans or other systems. Amazon Bedrock Agents are a fully managed service that helps you build agents backed by foundation model powered orchestration. We're going to create a conversational agent that can invoke an AWS Lambda function to perform various tasks for your users. And we're going to show you how Powertools from Lambda can help you accomplish this. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this agent that I've created. It's a very simple agent. We're going to have a look at the parameters that we use to create it, and we're going to show how it interfaces with the Lambda function under the hood, and then explore how we can use Powertools to make the creation of these agents easier. So let's have a look at some of the parameters that you can set. Very first one, the most important ones, obviously, is the model that you're going to use. Here I'm just using Claude 3. We have some instructions for the agents. You can see they're quite rudimentary. I'm just describing the operations of the functions that this agent can perform. So one of them is get the current time, another is greet a user, and then another is just do some basic arithmetic calculations. But we want to define these in a more formal way. So Bedrock has a concept called an action group. And you can define 1 to 5, up to 5 functions that your agent can perform per action group. So what we're going to go look at them and see how we've defined these sort of option or tools that the agent can perform, but in a more rigorous manner. So the first thing here is that we're actually saying that we can select a particular Lambda function. So this when you type in a prompt, it's going to get routed to this Lambda function. So you can pick any Lambda function you want. We're using the Python a Powertools library at the moment. So I'm just using the Python Lambda function that I've created. So the very first function that we have in the action group here is get current time. This is very simple. It doesn't take any parameters. The second one is greet user. This one does take a parameter. It's a string. The name of the parameter is called name, and it's just obviously the name of the person that you want to greet. And then we've got a more complicated tool here, or function, which is called simple calculator. And simple calculator, as we said, performs simple arithmetic calculations. It's a more complex type. It takes 3 parameters, 2 of which are numbers, obviously, and then another parameter called operation, which just tells us whether we want to do add, multiply, or subtract. Before we actually try to have a look at this Lambda function, just a little bit of a gotcha here that you might encounter. You need to give Bedrock permission to invoke this Lambda function. So you need to go to the Lambda permissions screen, and you need to add a particular policy, a resource-based policy. So it's very simple. The principle is just the Bedrock service. You want it to be able to call the invoke function action. And what I've done here as well is I've also scoped it down to the specific agent that is meant to invoke this Lambda function. So again, this is just standard principle of least privilege stuff that we advise you to do whenever you're creating an IAM policy with an AWS resource. But if you don't do this, the Lambda function won't work. You'll just get an error saying that it doesn't have permission to call the Lambda. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at a Lambda function that processes a prompt from the LLM, but we're going to do it without Powertools. So just to see what it looks like when you try to do a plain vanilla, and then how Powertools can improve that. So at the very top here, we have some simple functions. These are going to correspond very clearly back to the action group. So you can see get current time, get user, it takes parameter called name. We've got simple calculator here, which also takes these 3 parameters. And note that these 3 parameters must match the name that they are given here in the action group, so that we know which is which. But we also need to do some more work to figure out how to route the request to the right function that we have defined here. And the main information where we get that from is the event that Bedrock sends to the Lambda handler. So the 2 things that we're really interested here most are the function name and any parameters that it has. And you'll see here, get current time, greet user, simple calculator. These again correspond to these names here. So that's how we know what's what. And then you can see here that we just use an if-else statement here to invoke the appropriate function based on the function name that we get back. You'll also see here that we're doing some casting, because obviously the parameters that we're getting back are strings, but not everything is going to be expecting a string. So that's another bit of housekeeping we need to do. And I mean, you can already see here, like this if-else statement is getting quite long. if we add more tools, this is going to get bigger and bigger. There's a lot of boilerplate here. You know, we're also handling the case if the LLM sends us a function name that we don't recognize, which can happen. We also need to make sure that we're sending the response back in the exact format that the Bedrock service is expecting. So again, more boilerplate and stuff that we have to get right. I mean, ultimately, we don't really care about any of this stuff. This is the meat of the function. This is the business logic, the stuff that really matters to you and your customers. This is all just glue. So we can and we should do better. And that's where Powertools comes in. So let's have a look now at a Powertools a Lambda function. So this all hinges on this Bedrock resolver function here. All right, so this is just a constructor that creates this concept of a resolver. And what you do with your resolver is you register tools which correspond to the functions you want your agent to be able to execute. So you'll see here very familiar stuff. We have a decorator function here called tool. The name of the function is get current time. Again, that corresponds back to the action group that we defined in the agent. And there's the implementation. Again, we just have another decorator for the greet user and another for the simple calculator. But look here, look how simple our handler has become. It's literally just a one-liner now. It takes care of all those if-else statements, routing to make sure it goes to the right place. It takes care of casting any types so that these will already be numbers by the time that this event has been processed by this resolve function. Something to note about this casting process though is that there are multiple types that you can have your agent deal with. Integer, number, string and boolean. We will cast them on your behalf. There is a complex type called array, an array type that you can pass in. We still treat them as strings because we can't guarantee that the array we get back is going to be JSON serializable. Sometimes they come back in a different format. So if you are using an array type, you will have to parse them on your behalf, on your own in your function here. So just a little gotcha to be aware of. But all the primitive types that I mentioned there, we will cast them on your behalf. So let's actually have a look and just see this working. So we're going to go back into the agent and we're just going to try and invoke. Let's try and just invoke the simplest thing possible. So like, what time is it? And then we will run this guy and we will see what he's going to do. And there we go. The current time is 8:37 a.m. That's great. But of course, that's just a success case. There are times when your Lambda function or the tool that you're trying to invoke will fail. So let's artificially induce a failure here, and we can show you what's going to happen here when you actually try to invoke it. So we're just going to raise an error here. It's just a very standard exception. And under the hood, what this tool is doing here is this is going to wrap this function when it invokes it. It's going to wrap it in a try except block. And then it's going to try and return a very well formatted error to the LLM so that it can inform the user, hey, look, I tried to do this operation, but it didn't work. So let's just try here. So what we've done here is actually, yeah, we're just gonna do can't get the current time. So we're gonna try and execute what time it is, and we're gonna see what time is it, and we're gonna should get a nice error from the LLM saying, okay, this didn't work. Here you can see now, yeah, unfortunately I'm unable to provide the current time at the moment. You can see here it seems there was an issue with the redacted function. So the reason why that's redacted is the system prompt for the agent. Under the hood, it tells the agent, do not reveal the implementation details, how you work on internally. So it knows one of the tools of the functions failed, but it can't tell you which one. But either way, the LLM has told you that, hey, this operation hasn't succeeded. There are going to be times when you're going to want to have some more granular control over the error that gets returned by the agent. And we're going to have a look at how to do that now. It's going to hinge on using this Bedrock function response class. So what we'll do is we'll create a new tool that uses this class. Okay, and we're going to overwrite the greet user function. So something to note here is if you create a tool with the same name as one that you've already registered, this is going to operate on the principles of last in wins. This is almost always an error. So we also log a warning in the logs that says, hey, you've tried to register this tool twice. The old one has been overwritten, so you might want to rectify that. So here you can see we're instantiating this Bedrock function response class. Now under the hood, this tool function here, this tool decorator works under the same principle. It executes this function and then it wraps the result, stringifies it and wraps it in this Bedrock function response. So here you're just sort of dropping down to level and you're taking control of the response yourself. And because you're using this class, you can be sure that it's going to be in the right shape for the agent to be able to interpret correctly, for the service to interpret correctly. So there's a couple of reasons why you might want to drop down to this lower level. The big one here is often to use this response state. So you can set this to failure. This will cause the conversation to end. It's a very hard failure, and sometimes an error is so catastrophic that that's what you want to do. You can also set this to reprompt, and this means that the agent will continue to try the conversation even though this has failed. Okay. And another thing that you might want to do is these session attributes. Session attributes are a way of persisting state across prompts. This is just a dictionary, and you can just append keys to this dictionary to give extra context to the LLM so that it can use them later on in the conversation. So it's kind of like a way of managing state. And so all these functions here could return session attributes if they want. And they're persisted, as I said, across the prompts. The way that you get them is you get them from this current event field on the resolver. So this app resolver that you've created up here, this always contains a pointer to the latest event that it got from Bedrock, and it also contains some other metadata like AWS request ID and stuff that comes from the context object. There's a list of the various fields that you can use that you can access on the current event in the Powertools Python documentation. So have a look there to see for things that you might want to use. So let's say that we're happy with this. So I said if there's a failure, we want this to fail quite hard. So we're going to deploy this now, and we're going to go back to our conversation, and we're going to try and use the greet user function instead of the get time. So greet user John Doe. Okay, and then let's just run that. Okay. And you see here, now this is the conversation's over. This is a much harder failure, and you can see that you can sort of be a lot more sort of final with your response. So that's kind of a broad, high-level view of how you can get these functions to work. But I think the big thing to take away from this is just the simplicity that we have now. Again, look at how easy this Lambda function handler has become. All the routing is abstracted away from us. All the casting, apart from the array case, is looked after for us. Ultimately, if we just want to add a new function here, we just create a very plain Python function, and we just annotate it here with this tool decorator, and then we're good to go. So thank you for listening, and happy building.